Your everyday carry could be the defining factor that dictates whether you go home to your family or not. I'm going to share with you my experience so that way you can hit the ground running. We're talking about gear, but first comes a sharp mind and a fit body. Depending on your lifestyle and your career, your EDC will likely differ from mine in order to suit you best. It's important to know your operational environment. My everyday carry purposes now are different than when I was overseas in the past. This is going to be practical information. Your EDC should equip you and not overburden you with stuff. I'm not here to go over survival or escape and evasion gear in every little nuance. This is for the everyday person. It's important to be trained up on what you carry. You could carry the most Gucci'd out pistol and all this fancy gear, but if you don't know how to use it, then there's no point. What you carry needs to be comfortable, or you're just either going to stop carrying it, or you're going to be compromised by printing or whatever. You need to be able to go about your day unhindered by what you carry. What you carry should make you more effective. This is my practical everyday carry. All right, pocket dome. We're going to start head to toe. Going to start off with shades. Gator Magnums. Gators are important because not only do they protect your eyes, but they look cool. And it's important to always look cool, never get lost. If lost, look cool. So if you're wearing Gators, you're off to a good start. Next, we're going to go over my watch. This is the Garmin Tactical, has a bunch of different features, and you can run with it, all kinds of stuff, navigation, heart rate, a lot of good watches out there. This is one that works for me. I upgraded to this nylon strap because the factory one got ripped off at work when somebody grabbed onto me, so I upgraded to this one. It works great. Now we're going to talk what I have on my waistline. Starting off with the belt. I have the Groove belt here, and it's a really awesome streamlined belt. I'll add a link in the description, and it attaches, detaches super easily, and it's nice and rigid for me to carry with. Next is a tourniquet. So I actually took this from John Lovell of Warrior Poet Society. Check him out, really support his stuff. This is a Rat's tourniquet, which I just routed through my belt. And I have it pre-staged right here. If you want to know more information on this tourniquet, check out my video on tourniquets. Also, you're more likely to use a tourniquet in your daily life than a pistol, so it's important to have a tourniquet on you. Next is my handgun. I'm carrying the Glock 48 MOS. Clear?
Clear.
So this is my pistol. It's just a Gucci Glock. This is the Glock 48. There's a lot of good pistols out there. I love the Glock 48 because I can essentially carry just as many rounds inside of a single stack gun as the Glock 19 is 15+1. I can carry 15+1 in this with the Shield Arms mags, and it's way thinner and it keeps it a lot tighter to my body. Yeah, I love this gun. For my optic, I'm running a Holosun 507K and a TLR 7 Lite. Then I have my keys, my pokey stick. Mine's a Benchmade Mini Freak. Cell phone. My cell phone has a flashlight. I'm not getting super into flashlights on just what I carry on my body right now because this is very practical of what I actually have on my body every day. Then my wallet. I'm running this, I think it's the Groove wallet. Nice and streamlined. Got my cards, my IDs, my Costco card, insurance card. Got $100 cash. Cash is king. It's untraceable. You can get a lot of things done with $100 cash. And then I got a little Write in the Rain piece of paper with some emergency phone numbers if I either lose my phone or it's dead. And lastly, a good pair of laced shoes. I'm running Solomon's today. There's a lot of good shoes out there, whatever. It's all up to you, but having a good pair of shoes that you can get up and boogie if you need to, and that you can actually operate in. So this is just what I have generally on my body, say like when I go to church or something like that. But a lot of times I'll go to the gym, and then I'll get out of the gym and I'll just be in a pair of shorts and a t-shirt, and I'll want to carry more stuff, or I'll fishing, hunting, hiking, doing something to where I can have a little pouch with me, a little pack. So I carry a nut ruck or a fanny pack, which I'm going to show you here. A lot of these items are going to be inside of that, and so like I said, each person, their carry is going to look differently and based upon your day-to-day experience. So now I'm going to show you my nut ruck and what's inside of there. So inside of the nut ruck, we're going to start from front to back. In here, I have my flashlight. This is the Surefire Stiletto, I believe. Awesome flashlight, has 3 different settings, and then it has a push setting on the back. So I don't carry this in my pocket every day. To me, it's not practical. If that works for you, cool. I know that Surefire came out with, I think the Pro version of this. It's a little bigger. I think it's made of metal. It's got more lumens. I chose this one even when that one was out because I wanted something more streamlined that I can keep in here, just more practical for me. If carrying a flashlight on your person is something you want to do, by all means. Next pocket, I got my cell phone. I got my Bluetooth headphones. Hope I can talk on the phone with these. It's just practical stuff, right? It's not all just tactical. Got a tourniquet. Got my wallet. Got a spare mag. I'm carrying a different pistola in here. Inside of this pouch, I just got gum. This is more like the woman's purse part. Got chapstick. I got a battery for my light on my gun, and I got a battery for my optic. It's a CR 1632, I believe. And those are for when I'm running my Glock 48 in this bag. Right now I have a different one in here. Lighter, I have it wrapped in duct tape. The reason I have duct tape on here is because it doesn't add any size or weight, but duct tape will burn for a very long time. And you might be like, oh, okay, why am I going to carry that in my pocket? I actually use this a lot. And when I'm working on my property or I'm out hunting, camping, fishing, I make fires a lot. So this is very practical for me. And lastly, my pistola. Clear?
Clear.
So I'm running the Glock 26 in here right now. It just fits a lot better. You can see this is the Eberly Sock Bando bag, by the way. It fits a pistol really good right here. My Glock 48 MOS will fit in here, but with the compensator, the optic, and everything, the suppressor sights, it's just really tight. And so I like to have a more compact size Glock in here. I eventually want to have a Glock 43X in here. That's my goal. But for right now, this is what I'm actually doing, so I want you to see it. And then so I have the 10 rounder in the gun, so it fits in there. And then my spare mag, which I do carry when I have the nut ruck on me, is just a Glock 19 mag because it'll fit in there and just give me more rounds and increase my round capacity. It's important if you are gonna use one of these fanny packs, stage your zippers. I draw with my right hand. I'm a right-handed shooter, so I'm gonna have my zippers pre-staged on my right side so I can pull with my non-dominant hand. So I'm gonna pull and I'm gonna reach in and draw, and that's what I'm gonna do. So if I'm running the nut ruck, I can carry all this stuff. It's not too much for me personally. And I roll like this very, very often. And not all of it's necessary, but all of these things I do use all the time if I have this on me. But not all of them are practical for me to carry if I'm going to church or if I'm, doing different things, going to the gym. I'm not going to go to the gym with all of this stuff. And so, it's an everyday carry option to where you're not carrying a whole backpack of random nonsense with you, and I'm not being overburdened with nonsense. All of these are just tools. Don't overthink any of it. And make sure that you test your gear. Make sure you test it for comfort and functionality. Do a stress test. Throw it all on. Go do some burpees, do a sprint, and make sure all your gear, is retainable and comfortable. It's very important. I recommend that if you're doing that for the first time, download your weapons, get a buddy check, make sure the scene is safe, and then do some training, see what works for you. With all this in mind, it's important to know that there's a happy middle ground. EDC can be a black hole where people get real lost in the weeds. Just there's brilliance in the basics. Keep it basic. Don't overburden yourself with a bunch of stuff. For me, this is practical for me, and find what works for you. Hope this was helpful.